Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cruise Corner, a podcast by Cruise Trade News. I'm your host, Will Payne, and today I'm joined by Scenic and Emerald Head of Sales, Jonathan Davies.
Good morning. Hi, Will. Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much for taking the time, Johnny. I know it's a super busy time for the industry at the moment, and yourselves.
Yeah, it just seems to be busy every week at the moment, non-stop. My first podcast, so I'm really excited to be here. Well, thank you for inviting us.
We're honoured. Thanks so much for taking the time, as I say, and you're absolutely right. It's a super busy time of year for the industry. We've got awards season coming up. We're already in the awards, Wave Awards at the end of November, which is really exciting. And we've got Cruise Stars, we've got conferences on the go. It's
the conference season.
Yeah.
And outside of that is obviously the day-to-day stuff that we're doing, everybody's doing. So it's that time of year. It's expected, and it's good. It's all good.
Excellent, and not to mention wave season coming up as well. I'm sure plans are already in place. But...
Yeah. Those conversations are actually happening at the moment. It's just to build on the success of this year. On to 26, but even 27 as well, which I'm sure we'll come on to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. So I thought it would be a good place to start. Obviously, so you've been with Scenic now since 2022, which a couple of years, exciting years for the brand. And last year you were promoted to your current position of head of sales. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So in that year already, not to put you on the spot, but what have been sort of your standout achievements, maybe not just for the brand, but also personally?
Put me on the spot.
That's why we're
here. It's rough. It was only a year ago. It seems like there's so much gone on within that 12 months. But I'll probably say with that, Will, the key things for me is my standout achievements are also the team standout achievements as well, because whatever kind of ideas I put in place or new structures, new strategies, it won't work without that team support. So I'll probably say like the three key areas for me would be the team structure, because we've grown the team from 4 to 6. So that's a huge part of our strategy to support the trade, because it's a real area that we recognise to continue that growth and that new distribution. And in order for us to do that, we've needed additional resource, and we've now got that in place, and we've got an amazing team out there to support the trade. We've got 3 sales managers, Danny, who covers the south. We've got Will, who does in Scotland, and Vicky, who does the Midlands and Northwest area. So kind of they're geographically based, and they look after those regions. Then we've got 3 key account managers, which we've got Wind, who just looks after our home working accounts, and expedition specialists. So that's kind of a new role that we've just introduced as well.
Okay.
Because it's one of the areas that we recognise of growth, because the home working side is doing really well for us. Yeah. And we just decided that we need somebody dedicated to support those home working. Yeah. As a working team. Then we've got Lewis, who's our key account manager, who looks after our kind of top key accounts, along with Kerry as well, who also does our retail key accounts. So Lewis does kind of like the OTAs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And so there's a kind of structure there which we recognise we needed in place in order to grow the business. And it's really working. I mean, just some of the standout achievements for the last 12 months, we've grown our distribution, which has been really key part of what we needed to do and what we wanted to do to support the trade. We've grown it by 32%.
Wow.
So we've got more up to numbers accounts, individual accounts booking us now.
Excellent.
And we couldn't have probably done that before without the team structure in place. So it's really satisfying for me to see that, and rewarding for the team as well.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing. We've managed. We brought in a group strategy. So we've now got somebody into the team called Debbie. She's our dedicated groups specialist.
Okay.
So essentially, Debbie looks after groups, which I'll just go on to what groups are. It'll be classed them as. So we have 2 sections to that: ready-made groups, and we have groups which an agent would get a specific departure date or 1 or 2 dates, and they would set up like a group or exclusive offer on that day, and they would get additional benefits to sell those cruises.
Okay, Mug.
So again, that's just one of the other areas that we've really focused on to in order to grow the business.
Yeah.
And the other part to that is the net rate strategy. Because when we first launched the yachts, especially for Scenic and Emerald, we were selling them as a retail package with flights. Now we've got a full net rate program out. So with tour operators or any agent, if they wanted to dynamically package our product, that option's there too. So they're probably, for me, Will, the three main successes.
It's been a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and those things don't happen overnight.
No, of course not. Yeah.
It's over a lot of conversations happen in the background. There's a lot of planning internally, and it's just so rewarding when you see the success of doing it.
Yeah,
because at the time you don't always know that it's going to work.
Plan out. Yeah, but it looks like now you've got that really good sort of not sort of a base point, but like a structure, as you say, to drive you up to that next level. And we were touched on it just beforehand about sort of Scenic's. You know, you guys have got tons of product out there, you know, almost like a one-stop shop for everything in luxury, which is excellent. And a few months ago, I saw something, quite a rare occurrence that caught my eyes, that Scenic Gem, one of your river ships, docks alongside your discovery yacht, Scenic Eclipse, in Honfleur, which not only did it make for great photos, seeing a river ship next to this massive discovery yacht, that's so rare.
It looked like an AI image, didn't it? Yeah.
So like, how did this massive ship get next to this smaller one? And I think, you know, what that made me think of is how important it is for agents to understand the diversification they can find within your brand itself. And sort of, I'm sure you have this, you have consumers that, you know, will sail across all of your product because they love the brand. And that's quite key to have for agents, that diversification.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things with that, Will, the amazing thing with our product, you know, we've got ultra luxury, the portfolio is huge, and that's amazing. The product really stands up. So that also brings challenges, because if you think of our product range, we've got soon to have 3 yachts for Scenic, 3 ocean yachts, which we've got Scenic Icon, which will be coming, inaugural cruise will be in 2028. So super exciting for Scenic Icon, next generation of our yachts. So more to come on that.
Yeah, hopefully my media invitation as well.
Yeah. We're getting sent after this, yeah. So that's just Scenic. I mean, you've got, for Scenic River, you've got 13 river ships across Europe and Southeast Asia and Mekong. Emerald will have 5 yachts by 2028. Currently got 2. We'll have Emerald Kaya, who'll come into the fleet. She will come into the fleet next year, next April. And then we have 2 other yachts that will come into the fleet 27 and 28. So that's super exciting as well. So the growth's there.
Yeah.
And that's on the yacht side. And Emerald's also got 10 river ships. And we've got new river ships coming for Emerald as well. So what we've got to do with that is we've got to manage that, because it's such a big portfolio. But like you said, for me, the best way to view it as an agent is a one-stop shop for luxury and ultra-luxury cruising. Yeah. So we've got that breadth of river cruising to choose from. And we've got that breadth of ocean yacht cruising to choose from as well. Yeah. So it's just identifying which trade partners to work with, because everybody has different business model, different target audiences. So that's so important to get that bit right. And that's the educational part from our side, that responsibility, I'd say, for us to work with the trade and make sure they fully understand our portfolio, which brands suit different types of customers, whether that be existing cruise customers to new customers. So it is super exciting. And that's why with the team structure, that's really helping that.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped well with the distribution. Yeah. Catch shows in the numbers. We've got more agents selling us now and supporting us. And that's down to the team being out there, really getting to know the accounts, work with them more closely because they've got more time to do it. So that's really, really helping.
Excellent.
They've got time to do webinars, trainings, visits, meetings, attend conferences, all that kind of stuff is really, really good for us.
I see, yeah.
The product is just...
Yeah. And that's invaluable, having those touch points, because as we said at the start, there's so much going on out there at the moment. in terms of cruising, which is brilliant. You know, we love to see everything happening, but it could be tough to cut through sometimes.
Yeah, and you're right, Will, because I mean, there are amazing cruise lines out there, from luxury ocean to ultra luxury ocean, and then there's, from a river perspective, you know, there's a lot of river cruise companies out there. So that's why it's just so important for myself and the team to work really closely with the trade and support them as and where we can, and just make sure they understand our products. Because I think for us with River, we've all got our own USPs. With Scenic, 5-star ultra luxury river cruising, Emerald is luxury river cruising. We have our own USPs where Emerald has an indoor pool, etc. And it's just getting those messages across to the trade and our agent partners, so they can help them sell that to their customers. So it's all good. It's all exciting. So everything's going in the right direction.
Brilliant. That's exactly what we want to hear. And I think, you know, a big part of what we've spoken about already is clearly the trader super important to your goals. As you said, you know, you come from a background as being an agent as well, so you know the importance of it.
So important.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, for us, from what we see, you know, there's loads of ways to see inspiration for holiday nowadays. You know, the massive rise of social media, the likes of TikTok, these sort of things, which is brilliant. It brings in a lot of new customers, different customers,
audience,
which is excellent. But I don't think you'll ever detract away from the importance of having someone who can say, look, I've seen this cruise, I've done this itinerary, that's perfect for you. Or actually, that's not going to work for you, which is why, you know, working through agents, and we've got some stats here. At the start of the year, you guys have reported a 35% year-on-year boost in trade sales. The week commencing 27th January, you posted 15% more sales in the same week of 2024.
Yeah.
And every year since, you know, the pandemic, it seems the cruise has been growing and been getting bigger, and agent sales are increasing.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone's telling us, oh no, people aren't going to agents anymore. But you know, I think I want an under say.
They definitely are, 100%. And we can, but just on that, actually. So Kerry, who's one of our key account managers, she just looks after the retail key accounts. So obviously you've got some really big players in that retail environment. And that just shows us, for me personally and the team, that growth is coming from them. That's why we've done that.
Yeah. Because
so Kerry will be just looking after those retail accounts, which essentially, like you said, are those shops that customers go into, like that personal service. They've got the trust.
Yeah.
And it's growing. More trust. Yes. So the OTAs are growing, the retail's growing. So it's really, really pleasing to see, because it's like you say, Will, you do hear that a lot, where that's retail face-to-face, maybe it's not as much there anymore, but we definitely don't see that.
So yeah.
And we're going back to the challenge of maintaining the growth, because we've got to, because of the increased capacity. One of the challenges we've had this year, we had such a good start to Q1, really good. Q2 was really strong as well, but as we went through the year, we were pretty much have very limited availability. Really? 25, so it's great in a way.
Yeah,
we're kind of a victim role, so but as we went through the year, kind of the demand was still for 25. So what we have found in terms of those booking trends is moving to 2026.
Right. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, we started selling 26 very early.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw that quite a bit across the industry. The demand's there.
Yeah. We just launched Will as well for 27.
Wow.
With her.
Nice. Is that quite early for you, or is
very early?
Yeah.
Very early. We would have normally launched for 27, probably around about March next year.
Wow. Okay. So that really showing the appetite.
Yeah, because obviously customers are booked for this year. Mainly, I'm not saying this mainly, but we're really well sold. So that's educating the customers to book early, because maybe some customers that maybe have looked for a late offer have realised that they can't get a late offer, and I think this is where the trends are changing.
Yeah.
So they're looking for 20. They're having to look for 26 and further ahead.
Yeah.
So we're, at the same time last year, we're about 43% ahead.
Wow.
For following year. So well, we're the same time last year.
Yeah.
So we're in a great place. Don't get me wrong though, there's still loads to do.
Of course, yeah. Job's never done. Yeah, of course.
I wish it was. Well, no.
So I just think it's interesting actually the booking lead times, and that's kind of a message for the trade, right? Is that is don't be afraid to put out 26, 27 reviews, and ocean as well. More so for ocean, the booking lead time's getting bigger.
Really, because people are planning ahead, so people are interested. Yeah, absolutely.
What's helped that as well? Well, it's we've run a lot of TV exposure this year.
Of course.
We've had Julia Love on our Emerald yachts in the Med. Susan Carlman's been on Emerald in the Caribbean for us this year, which has been amazing. We've had a super response. So that not only is it great for us, it's good for the industry, the sector, because it just creates that awareness.
Yeah, and that excitement for cruising.
Yeah, we've got just exciting news that Jane McDonald is currently on filming at the moment. Scenic Eclipse.
Okay.
It'll be aired in January.
Okay.
And she's doing a pole to pole. So it should be
amazing.
And it's going to be fantastic. Primetime TV, Channel 5. 6 1-hour episodes.
Nice.
And she'll be going on Scenic Eclipse, Antarctica. She'll be doing South America. And then she'll be going on our Emerald yacht in the Mediterranean. And then back on Scenic Eclipse to the Arctic. So, again, covering that goes back to our conversation at the beginning. The breadth of the product the portfolio she'll be covering all those experiences.
Oh, it's not a bad gig, is it?
She's got the better deal, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, that's going to be dropping at the busiest booking period in the year, so that's surely going to generate tons of excitement.
Will do well, because last 24 Susan Coleman was on Scenic Eclipse Antarctica, and there was just the response was amazing.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Amazing. I think it was really good for the sector as well.
Yeah, it is. And
the expedition.
I think, a lot of people, I think it is also really good for sort of dispelling misconceptions almost, is that, I think the industry has come a very long way from what it was, but there are still misconceptions out there. And until people see what it's like on board through shows like this, or through the likes of World of Cruising TV, or through the likes of, agents experiencing on board, there will still be misconceptions. So having these shows is great for that.
It's perfect, well, because one of the challenges that we have is we're relatively new to the ocean world, because Scenic Eclipse launched in 2019, and then so we brought in Scenic Eclipse 2, and then we brought in the Emerald Yachts 2022. So we're relatively new to the ocean. So it goes back to what we were saying before about that product awareness. And what we found with the TV shows especially, it really showcases the difference.
Yeah.
Because I do passionately believe our product on the ocean side is different, because the Scenic Eclipse yachts, they only hold 228 guests.
Right.
Our Emerald yachts only hold 100 guests. So it's a very different, it's a yacht experience. But like you said, Will, to get that across to the customer and to agents as well when they're selling,
that's just as important.
It's just absolutely. So it's just, and that really helps on the TV because, we're going to ports that, the bigger ships can't get into. We're going into the harbours. So it's quite exclusive experiences.
Absolutely.
Which essentially is what the consumers are looking for.
Yeah, and that's what everyone's looking for when they go on those holidays, and that's why Cruise is so well positioned, I find, for these sort of things.
And that's where, as I said before, Will, so there's great cruise lines out there, but absolutely great in the luxury and ultra sector, and mainstream sector as well. But there's a cruise for everybody, and this is where it's just positioning our products and what type of customer would suit our product. Do they want a smaller ship experience?
Yeah.
Do they want less passengers? Do they want that one-to-one staff to customer ratio? Do they want the space? Do they not want it crowded? And it's just getting all those kind of messages across on that yacht experience, where I think, I absolutely believe that's where our product is very different.
Yeah.
We don't have the capacity in the way that, some other sorts of cruise lines to
yeah. But it depends on people. one.
But yeah,
I mean, there's a cruise for everyone.
it's a cruise for everyone. I've asked the
We always come back to it, but it's true.
It's true, Will. Yeah, and that's the most important thing. And I think that for me, that's kind of like I always try and look at it as not as should never be a hard sell.
No.
It should be just positioning a product, and the consumer will decide whether that product suits them.
Because they're making a decision. You dissociate. You're not going to be able to force anyone to compliment an old guard. Let's be honest. Try our best. That's good. So just another thing we like to do on the podcast, something we're really passionate about is recruitment in the industry, getting new people into the industry. So we ask all of our guests this, but Johnny, you've held multiple roles across cruise and travel, some outside of travel as well.
Yeah.
So if there was someone listening to this podcast now who's just starting out, maybe with a cruise line or with an agent, whoever they may be, what advice would you have to them to sort of get to a position that you're in now or to get to that next level of their career?
That's a good question. For me, with that, there's a couple of things with that, and it's probably not rocket science or anything that anybody doesn't know, but I think the most important thing to me, and I always say this to the team, is that always give 110%. You know, that just put everything into it. Just set your goals, set your objectives, and put everything into it. And don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Of course.
It's just learning from your mistakes, and that makes you into a better professional and a better person as well.
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, and it's how you deal with that is what sets people apart.
Slightly, I think some people are afraid of that. I personally don't see that as a bad thing. In some cases, so it's not a really bad mistake, but it's a good thing because you learn from it and it makes you a better person.
Yeah, and it shows you care about what you do as well. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, so I think that's 110%. And for me, always be yourself.
Yeah,
don't try and be somebody else. Just be yourself, and I think everything will take care of itself. And don't be afraid to try different roles.
Yep.
Put yourself out your comfort zone, because again, that learning side of doing that is priceless.
Yeah.
So, don't be afraid of doing that. Push your boundaries, try something different, be part of a project that maybe you're not comfortable being in. Takes you outside your comfort zone, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because you're constantly learning all the time. And I think for me personally, I always kind of have a 2-year plan.
Right, okay.
And review that along the way.
Yeah,
things change, and they won't probably stick to that 2-year plan, but you've got that plan to start with.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a guide.
Because I'm a massive flat structure. I need structure in my life, both personally and at work as well. So if you've got that structure in place, you've got your goals to work for, your objectives, and what that'll naturally bring then, different opportunities along the way.
Brilliant. Yeah,
so that's
really good.
Kind of the
No, it's absolutely right. You're spot on there, and stuff that as I say, we're really passionate about. So, and that really does resonate. Absolutely.
I always remember when I went outside of the travel industry for 2.5 years, I went working for Coca-Cola.
Okay, yeah, nice.
And that was again totally out of my comfort zone. Yeah. When I first started, have I made the right decision? Yeah. But once I got 3 months, 6 months into the role, really, really got into it and learned loads of new things. So. Yeah. It's just don't be afraid of trying something different, not outside of travel. Stay in travel. I've come back.
Yeah,
it's a learning though.
Always come back.
It's a learning.
Everyone always comes back. That's brilliant. So we'd like to summarise our episodes by highlighting some of the key takeaways that we've discussed. So for me, I think one of the biggest your advice for the next generation, and that importance of giving 110% and trying things that you might not think you'd like, put yourself in situations that you might feel a bit uncomfortable in, because you never know, that could be your next big thing. And we're all learning, all the time. So I think that's a really, really important takeaway.
Don't be afraid to, make mistakes. It's just learn from those mistakes, and that'll make you...
Yeah, make you more well-rounded. Exactly. And another one for me, which, we wax lyrical about all the time, and it's always really refreshing to hear, is the importance of trade to everything that you've got planned for the brands. It was great to see the boost in sales year on year earlier this year. I'm sure we'll see even more next year. And it's really encouraging as well to hear how much the team are getting out in front of agents and all these, new roles that you've put in place to help support agents even further. I think that's really important.
And that'll be just up for that for me. Will be one of my takeaways as well. Summarised, just is the importance of the trade. So, just take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to all our trade partners, and they've been absolutely amazing, really supportive, and it's massively appreciated. So, thank you so much for that. And don't. Anybody that's currently maybe not selling us or selling us but wants to sell more, then please reach out to the team. We've got the team in place. So I believe when the podcast goes out, please check above or below on the links, depending on where they are. Yeah, somewhere.
It'll be up there.
It'll be up there somewhere. So have a look around. So yeah, and that's super important because, without our support, we can't expect anything or much from you. So it's really important that we will be there to support you with anything in terms of training, marketing, promotions, events, etc., etc. So yeah, and really just to finish on, I think it's really good messages to share about all the new ships that that we're bringing out. I mean, the growth is just incredible, and it really sends out the right messages that there's a reason why we're bringing out new hardware, new ships, and we're obviously not the only ones doing that as well. So it's really, really great for the sector. I'll try and just summarise top line new ships, what's coming, and it's super exciting news for Scenic Icon, which will be our new scenic yacht, 6-star ultra luxury discovery yacht, and she'll be on full sail from week commencing the 20th of October. She'll be coming into the fleet in April 2028, and she'll be doing the Med in her first inaugural season, and then over to Antarctica in the winter. So the full programme doesn't sail then, and we've had such an amazing response. There's very little information that we have released, but the inaugural sailing is pretty much sold out.
Brilliant.
So we've had really, really encouraging response from our customers and trade partners, so that's great. And we've got, from an Emerald yacht point of view, we've got Emerald Kaya coming into the fleet next year. April 26th, she'll be doing the Mediterranean in the summer. Nice. So again, this is super yacht cruising, only holds 100 guests, and then she'll be doing the Seychelles in the winter. Nice. I'm nice to
yeah. Yes, please.
Trying to organise a family trip on the Seychelles. So that's super exciting. And then Emerald, we've got 2 more yachts coming for the Emerald fleet. Emerald Raya will be coming to the fleet in June 27, and then across the Seychelles in winter 27, and then Emerald Zara will come into the fleet 2028.
Excellent.
And they're our next generation of Emerald yachts, which look absolutely amazing with the marina platform. Yeah. The new yachts are slightly bigger, 128 guests, more space, more outdoor areas. It's the closest experience that I think the customer or no customer will get, so that they're having that super yacht experience. Yeah. And then just to finish on, river-wise, we've got new ships coming into the fleet next year for Emerald. Nice. We've got Emerald Astra will be coming into the fleet, brand new river ship. So Emerald Star luxury river ship, she'll come into the fleet next year doing the Rhine and the Danube. And then the following year we'll have Emerald Lumi, which will be new to Emerald, will be going on the Seine. So she'll be specifically built for the Seine.
Okay.
So she'll be able to get to Honfleur, because not many river ships can get to Honfleur. They have to stop at Rouen and then get an hour transfer to Honfleur. So she's specifically built for that river. And that's why Scenic Gem could link up with
of course.
Scenic Eclipse.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because she could get to
Honfleur.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of my summary from my side. And it's just it's really exciting times. I just want to say thank you to you as well, Will, for having us on. It's been it's a pleasure.
Well, Johnny, I could talk to you for hours more, but I don't think many people would listen to us to degrees. But thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure we'll catch up soon, and we'll have you on for another episode in the future.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Right, see you soon.